When a patient receives a penicillin injection, the kidneys begin removing the penicillin from the body. The table and graph above shows the penicillin concentration in the patient's bloodstream at 5-minute intervals for the 20 minutes immediately following a one-time penicillin injection. This is the table being referenced. Left column has the minutes after injection. Right column is how much penicillin is left in micrograms per milliliter. On the right, we have a graphical representation of that table. And now for the question itself. The penicillin concentration in micrograms per milliliter in the patient's bloodstream t minutes after the penicillin injection is modeled by the function p, which is defined by p of t equals 200 times b raised to the t over 5. If p approximates the values in the table to within 10 micrograms per milliliter, what is the value of b rounded to the nearest tenth? So to answer this question, we are going to need this equation that was given to us. The function p of t equals 200 times b raised to the power of t over 5. And the question is asking us to figure out what b is. Now to do this, we are thankful because we know that we can plug in a value for p of t. Basically, those are the y values over here, how much the concentration is left. That's coming from this column right here. And then we can plug in a value for t, which is going to come from the x values right here. So it's like a table of values, x and y values. And that way we can figure out what b is. Now, since we want to solve for b, wouldn't it make sense if b was just to the power of 1, because that's just b? So we want to ask ourselves, what value of t would we plug it in here to just have b? And since this is being divided by 5, we can see that if you plug in a 5 over here, it'd be 5 over 5, which is b to the power of 1, and that's just b. So let's go to the table and find an x value, or rather a t value of 5. We do have one indeed, so let's go with this one right here. We need to plug in 152 as p of t, because those are the y values, equals 200 times b, and the x value, in this case it's being called t, is 5 over 5. So once again, using algebra, this is going to be 152 equals 200 b. And then to solve for this, of course, we divide both sides by 200 as shown, and using your calculator you find that b 0.76, but the question said round to the nearest tenth, so this is 0.8, which makes 0.8 the answer to this free response question.